Once, on a day of uncertain weather during the Pliocene epoch, also known as the Upper Tertiary, an adult ape-like creature bid farewell to life in the Awash Valley in East Africa. Since her demise 3.2 million years ago, she gradually faded into obscurity as her species, the Southern Australopithecus afarensis, gave way to a new, larger-brained species that spread across the dark continent, gradually dominating the world. 3.2 million years after that fateful day, precisely on November 24, 1974, American anthropologist Donald C. Johanson had the fortune of discovering a piece of the forearm bone of an ancient ape in the Hadar River Valley in the northeastern Afar region of Ethiopia. Sensing that this could be valuable historical evidence, the research team led by Johanson carefully searched and excavated every remaining bone fragment around the initial discovery site. Thus, the fossilized remains of the ancient ape began to take shape. The fossil consisted of 47 non-duplicated bones, out of a total of 207 bones, belonging to the same female individual. Approximately 20 years old, standing about 1.05 meters tall and weighing around 28 kilograms. Among the 47 bones were sufficient remains of arm bones, leg bones, spinal bones, rib bones, pelvic bones, skull bones, and even lower jaw bones, though hand and foot bones were largely absent. These fossilized bones of the southern ape were named Lucy, after the famous song, "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds" by the Beatles, which the research team listened to repeatedly during their celebratory feast. In specialized journals, the Lucy fossil, the brightest star in prehistory up to the present time, is designated as Alabama 288-1. Johanson stated, "Lucy is extremely important because she is a mosaic, possessing different characteristics of both ape and human. Although only about 40% of Lucy's bones were found, it was enough to reconstruct the story of the southern ape Australopithecus afarensis, one of our earliest ancestors." The southern ape species that Lucy represents lived in East Africa approximately 3.7 million to 3 million years ago. The species name was established in 1978, 4 years after the discovery of Lucy, with the meaning, "the ape from the south coming from afar." Their appearance was a mix of both ape and human characteristics. They had elongated forward jutting faces, thin eyebrow ridges, prominent cheekbones, and sturdy jawbones. With a small brain, the brain volume ranged from 385 to 550 cc, only a quarter of the brain size of a modern human. Features such as a small skull, long arms, a conical-shaped chest, and a thick body covering of fur resemble ape-like characteristics, while the spine, pelvis, and knees are similar to humans. The weight of afarensis ranged from 25 to 64 kilograms, females being considerably lighter than males, and the height from 1 to 1.7 meters, females also shorter than males by a significant margin. Through isotopic carbon studies in their teeth, it was determined that this species primarily consumed seeds, tubers, fruits, and even leaves. Consequently, their pointed teeth were quite shallow, and their canines were also small. Some of Lucy's compatriots later diversified their diet by hunting small animals and collecting eggs from birds, reptiles, and even crocodile eggs. Unlike earlier human species, afarensis began to walk on 2 legs. This is clearly demonstrated by the skeletal features of Lucy's lower body fossil. Notably, Lucy is speculated to have experienced a skydive from a tree, falling from a height of over 10 meters. This conclusion is drawn from the fact that her fossils were found in an area covered with trees, and after X-ray imaging, the research team discovered fractures in her left shoulder, pelvis, ankle, and right knee, especially the forearm bones were almost shattered. If still adept at climbing with all 4 limbs, what could have led to such a fate? So, It's quite possible that they didn't have to wait for the second evolutionary stage, Homo erectus, the upright human, to begin walking and climbing trees in the manner of humans during Lucis' existence. The only difference is that they walked less efficiently and couldn't cover long distances on foot like us. However, at this point, Lucis species had not completely abandoned tree climbing. It's likely that they lived in open grasslands or forests near rivers, lakes, and sought refuge in tree branches to avoid predators at night. Although archaeologists have not found any labor tools directly related to the southern afarensis, looking at their relatively dexterous hands, suitable for grasping and controlled use of objects, it is highly likely that they knew how to use primitive tools for survival, such as stone tools. While the records of predecessors are still shrouded in uncertainty, Lucis' well-preserved fossil has turned her into the brightest star in the prehistoric era, marking a significant milestone in the study of human evolution. She became so renowned that American paleo artist John Gertschay collaborated in 1996 to painstakingly reconstruct her appearance. Witness the meticulous process that took over 3 months for him to successfully mold Lucis' figure. Truly impressive, isn't it? But is Lucis species truly our earliest ancestor? The answer remains a mystery. However, regardless of the outcome, it cannot be denied that Lucis' fossil still stands as a giant in the history of human evolution. As the most famous Australopithecine ape star of all time, Lucy is not only an icon of her species, perhaps even her genus, but also the precursor of upright walking ape groups, laying the foundation for the evolution of modern humans, Homo sapiens, as we know them today. So, has Lucis' fossil become more familiar to you after this article? Stay tuned for many more shares about the life of prehistoric humans and animals from us. Thank you for your interest and attention. Goodbye and see you again.